I saw a social media thing about essentially it was like, how is there street level crime in like New York City area? Like, how is there street level crime still in New York City? Because there are so many heroes to come out of New York City. Why are people still doing it? Like, outside of the cops, which are probably bought, like the cops are probably paid off, so you can't really count on them. But there's Spider-Man, there's all the Defenders, there's Punisher, there's more. Like, there's a run where Daredevil accidentally kills a guy, or like Daredevil kills a guy, and he goes to the Defenders and he's like, I killed someone. They're like, don't worry, we've all done it. You could be like selling like crack on the corner, and then all of a sudden some dude's coming up and punching you like with a iron fist, and all of a sudden your jaw's broken, you're through a window.
Well, and that was the thing, like Hawkeye, with the like all the stuff happening in the final episode, the tree, all that. The big complaint from a lot of people was like, how was there not a single cop until Kate Bishop's mom drives to the building and hits Kingpin? She's the only one arrested in the whole thing, and otherwise you don't see a single cop. It's like, well, Kingpin probably paid them off. Like, yeah, that's an easy cop out, but that's probably the most likely thing.
And I mean, you could say it right now. You could say, like, right now, sure, Kingpin came back. He's the first one to regain his dominance, and by the cops. You give it a couple years, and like, if there's any street crime in like the New York City area, and you've got people like Punisher introduced, and Daredevil, and Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, that doesn't seem like it should happen, because one of these guys are gonna go in there and kill
all those people operation. Are trying to live normal lives.
Right.
They only do their superhero stuff when it's big.
Right.
Like, Spider-Man's the only one that takes a little radio and tries to stop all crime.
I mean, you're not saying that the Netflix stuff is canon, but it kind of is, I guess. I mean, they had the same thing where Daredevil was trying to listen to it, and then Daredevil passed away, and then Iron Fist was listening to the radio.
Right.
So.
But you think of so many of the other New York ones. How many of them are sitting there trying to stop all crime? They only come in when, aliens are invading. Okay, now I'll help.
Like, in my opinion, my play would just be like, just pick a different city, man. Go somewhere else.
That's the issue, though, is when you want to have a global product like Marvel. If you don't say New York, like if you end up saying, Omaha, Nebraska, that somebody in China that's watching this movie has no idea what Omaha is.
Right.
They don't know where Nebraska is.
Go to Florida. It's got some big names. Los Angeles, Texas.
You have to say like Orlando because people know what Disney World is. You have to say Chicago because people know what Chicago. You could say Minneapolis because it's one of the highest traveled global areas because of Mall of America. You could definitely say LA, Sacramento, probably not even Sacramento, actually. San Francisco and LA are probably the only two California cities.
Yeah.
Can't really say Dallas or anything. That's not really that. Western movies are popular, so you might be able to say something like Dallas or Houston, but will they recognize? Will it be recognized? Yeah. Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, LA, those are like the ones. Hollywood, it's difficult because you want them to do different cities, but they do those certain cities for marketing,
right?
And if somebody's watching in Turkey or Uzbekistan, they don't know what Denver, Colorado, they might not know what Boise, Idaho is,
right?
Even though that would be a good place to try because it's not New York. I don't know.
It's not where all the heroes are at, I guess. So what I'm saying.
Well, there's a lot of radiation leaks in bigger cities, pollution. That's where they all get their powers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got to be there.
So they have to be in big cities.